Hi, so today we're going to talk about how much money you can actually earn with Airbrush Temporary Tattoos. Now, a lot of people ask me when I'm out at events and they see I've got a big long queue and they go, "Ooh, you're making loads of money today." And then you'll get the other days where it's pouring rain, there's nobody about, and you're not making much money. So, I thought I'd share how much money you can actually make consistently with Airbrush Temporary Tattoos. So if we think about, once you've bought all your equipment, you've bought all that, that's your investment in your business. Now, what are your ongoing costs? Your ongoing costs are kitchen roll, which average between £3 and £4 for a big roll. I'll say I plan on one of these per event. You've got surgical spirit, which the big 4 litres last you, rubbing alcohol if you're in the USA, by the way. Surgical spirit, I buy the big 4 litre bottles and they last quite a good time. So that's these ones. The big 4 litres, they will last a good few events, so a good couple of weekends. And then the only cost you have there and your ongoing cost is your ink. Okay, so one bottle of ink like this will, if you were buying 60ml bottle of ink, that is about £12. So you've got 60ml ink. It's about £12. Now that will spray you about 200 tattoos. So that works out to approximately 5 or 6 pence a tattoo. So your surgical spirit, your kitchen roll, say £4. I always do one per event. And your big bottle of surgical spirit, or rubbing alcohol, if in America they call it, is about £12 for a 12 litre, and it'll last you a good 3 events. So say one event, it costs you £4. So your costs for one event is £4 plus £4, that's £8. And depending how many tattoos, they're only, so we'll go with 5 pence because it's easier. 5 pence per tattoo. Now, when I'm doing an event, my minimum to make it viable is 100 tattoos. 100 tattoos. Now it depends what the event is, how much I'm charging for per tattoo. So small events, little carnivals, I usually only charge £3. For the bigger events, I'll charge £4. And then the big festivals, I'll charge £5. So if you've got 100 at £3, that's £300. Then you've got £400. And then you've got £500. Now I also do deals for people because people like a deal. So what I usually do is the £4 or 3 for £10. And what happens is they only want 2. There's usually 2 kids, 1 adult, or 2 kids, 2 adults. The 2 kids will have a tattoo, and then I'll go, "Oh, it's 3 for £10." And then the mum will go, "Oh, I might as well have one." So you're upselling £2. And what's it cost you? It's cost you 5 pence and 2 minutes of your time. for an extra £2. So if you did that to every single person, you've just upsold £2 on every tattoo. So at the end of the day, you've increased what you've earned really, really easily, which they wouldn't have done if it was just one price for one tattoo. They wouldn't have bought that extra tattoo. They always want a deal. People love a deal. So that's averages. If I just clean this off. Now, for the last 10 years, my sales have been consistent every year. Roughly, I only work June, July and August. And I only do the weekends on these two. And in August, I do a couple of days in the week as well because it's school holidays. So maybe 3 or 4 days a week. Now consistently for 9 years, these 3 months alone have generated me £10,000 in 3 months. And I've looked back year on year on year, and it's consistently been around that figure. Now, last year, because I closed down my inflatable business and I'm only working the tattoos, I worked more events. So I started in April and I worked right through to September. I didn't do anything in October. I worked November. I didn't do anything in December because I went on holiday. So April to September, weekends only. And I generated... My pen's running out! Need another pen. £24,500 in sales. Sales, that is. So that's how much I generated in those months. And that's only weekends. Weekends only. So obviously you get the good days and you get the bad days. If you're lucky with the weather, depends where you live, you get a lot of good days and you'll be generating more than that. But where we live in Wales, we get quite a lot of rain. So on the rainy days, tattoos don't earn that much money, but then they outweigh on the sunny days, then they do really well. Now, when I first started this business, I didn't think I would still be doing it 10 years later, 11 years later. This is my 11th year. 11 years later, I didn't think I'd still be doing airbrush tattoos. But they have got busier and busier and people still love them. So it's not something that's a fly-by-night business. It keeps on going year on year and I just absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about starting airbrush tattoos, if you're currently a face painter, think about adding this onto your business. Work out what you do with face painting compared to what you can earn with airbrush tattoos. Now, I usually spray between 35 and 40 tattoos an hour. Now, I do have staff that work with me as well. I'll have 1 or 2 staff, so there'll be 2 or 3 of us spraying at the same time. Last year, our best day, in one day, we did £1,400 in sales. That was our best day. Our worst day, I think we took just £12. So, as you can see, it swings and roundabouts. But if you get more of those and less of those, you'd be on your way for that. So if you think about the investment it costs to start airbrush tattoos, you earn your money back. You could earn your money back in one day if you got a good event like that. So if you like my video, you want more tips on how to be successful with Airbrush Temporary Tattoos, hit the subscribe button down below, like my channel, and if you really want to start, you haven't started anything, why don't you download the Airbrush Equipment Toolkit? And what it is, it's a masterclass which shows you everything that you need to get started so you can have an idea if it's the right thing that you want to do for you. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.